Hello, participants. Hello. Hello. Please just give the confirmation, then I'll start the session. After that, I will not ask, okay, whether you are able to see the screen or not. Okay, this is the PPT today's agenda. Okay, in the last session, I just gave the very brief introduction. I have shown you how to install the Ubuntu operating system. And remember, as far as when you are deploying any operating system in the cloud machine, okay, so that is going totally, it is going to be a different those machines. Suppose let us say you want high configured machine, you can make that simple machine to supercomputers. Okay, in the same way, when you have a supercomputers, you can scale down, you can make it as simple machines. Okay, so this is the agenda. Installation, again, I'm going to repeat some of the concept because today I'll show you how to deploy any machine learning the project. Okay, machine learning projects, which is already I have designed one machine learning project. I'll show you how to deploy using the Ubuntu server. Then in most of the companies you take, okay, you go to Arab countries, there most of the people, okay, the most of the clients, they prefer the Windows servers. So we will try to see how to install or deploy Windows servers also, application with respect to the application programs also. Ubuntu server, next application server installation, I'll show you that one. IAM role, this is very important. Okay, so suppose let us say you have deployed one machine and you want to share that machine with your team, so you can have it. Okay, so instead of having, let's say in team 10 members are there, so in legacy system, old system, what is happening, for 10 members 10 systems are required. But in the case of this cloud systems, so we can use only one computer and we can share, or we can use only one operating system, okay, and we can share that one using IAM user role. Next, the most important date, S3 stands for simple storage the system, nothing but the hard disk. Generally I'll not use this word called hard disk, it is kind of a bucket which is dynamic in nature. Suppose you have 100 GB, so only 100 GB of space is allocated for the user. If you have 1 terabyte, you can have 1 terabyte of the hard disk or the bucket. Okay, so let's dive into hands-on session. uh, uh, Hope you are clear with today's agenda. So I'll try my level best to cover all these things within 1.5 hours. Okay. So next, as you know, I think you guys are familiar. I think last session I was discussing how to register with Amazon Web Services. Okay, so let's start using some of the services of Amazon Web Services. You know that. Let me go to the console, main console. This is the method. Okay, aws.amazon.com. You type, so you will be hover over towards the AWS system. Here, after the successful registration with AWS, okay, so you will get the username and the password. Use the same username and the password. I recommend don't share this username and password with anyone, okay, because that is the only method I would say to hack or crack your system, because Amazon guarantees around 99.9999% of security, okay, as far as Amazon Web Service AWS services are concerned. Okay, hope you can see my the main console. Can you see the main console, participants? Hello, hello. Be reflexive, participants. Usually I don't see the text messages. Okay, I prefer audio. Am I? Yeah. Can you see the screen? Hello, hello,
Yes,
hello,
sir.
hello. Yeah. So say just yes. That is enough for me. Okay. So I consider that you can see the main console here. This is the main screen. Okay. So main screen. I would say that this is the main console actually of the Amazon Web Services, where you will get all the services or the platform to project to execute the latest project: machine learning, artificial intelligence, data science, IoT. Next, AR, VR system, satellite. If you want to deploy, if you want to set up a satellite, okay, so satellite system, blockchain system, customer services, all those options are provided, offered by the Amazon Web Services here. Okay, so let's start with the computing engine first. This is a basic if you are planning your certification, global certification with Amazon Web Services. Okay, so this is going to be, the computing is going to be one of the basic platform. Okay, for you, understood? So here, let's start with deploying the simple machines here. Under computing, and you can see these many services is offered by the Amazon Web Services. This is the purely the machine, I would say, operating system, EC2. Okay, EC2 stands for Elastic Cloud Computing System. Next, we have light sail lambda function. Suppose, let us say you want to program. Okay, so programming can be done using the lambda function. If you want to create the batch, you can create the batches. Elastic Beanstalk is there. Okay, for the programming purpose. There are a lot of other services are also offered. One by one, we will try to see here. Okay, so let's start with EC2. Click on EC2. Remember, for any projects, for any IT projects, okay, so we need to set the base first. Okay, so let's try to set the base first. Next, we'll start programming using those base systems. This may take little time. Okay, since you feel like, even I feel sometimes like I'm executing all the systems in my the local machine. Actually, it is not like that. All the execution is taking place in the data centers. So as far as data center is concerned, most important, I forgot to tell you, before launching any machine or any services in Amazon Web Services, make sure that you have selected the proper data center here. So as far as data centers are concerned, there are 60 different types of data centers offered by the Amazon Web Services. For me, the nearest one is the Mumbai. Understood. So I have chosen the Mumbai. You can choose any one data centers here, but while choosing the data center, make sure that you check the prices also. Okay, so prices also varies here. Okay, with respect to the data centers, I heard like they are going to launch one more new data center in Hyderabad. That means for India, we are going to have 2 data centers for Amazon Web Services. Maybe in next month, within couple of 30 days, they are going to launch. I heard like that. Okay, so I'll choose my main nearest data center called Mumbai. Fine. Already I have chosen that. Next is, okay, to launch the instances. Now to check the instances. Okay, check the instances. Instances is nothing but the operating system. You can click over here. Click here. I will not dig now all these different services with respect to the instances. Slowly I'm going to use all this concept. Let us say load balancing. I want to share the machine. IAM is there. For load balancing, I have this concept called load balancer and target groups. Okay, so these things, auto scaling, I have these things. Okay, we can configure it. So this is the main console of our Amazon Web Services, where all the status of your machine will be shown here. Understood? So right now I have deleted all the instances because generally what I do after the trainings, I usually try to delete or terminate the machines, because you can use this machine for maximum 360 hours per month. If it is exceeding more than 360 hours, they are going to charge for that one. So always remember, after using, better you shut down or stop the machine. Okay. So next is pretty straight away. Suppose if I want to launch any machine, just go to here, launch instance. Hit on launch instance. Hold on. Hit on launch instance. This takes little time. Okay. Hope you can see the console now. These are some of the machines which are offered by the Amazon Web Services. Okay, so it's up to you now which platform is to choose. Okay, and try to choose the platform with respect to your project. Okay, so here as far as Amazons are concerned, it offers Amazon Linux, which is designed by the Amazon itself. This operating system, we have Red Hat Linux, SUSE Linux, I have Ubuntu, we have. This is the latest version of Ubuntu. Microsoft Windows also we have here. And while choosing, these are the different version, okay, of the operating systems which are offered by the Amazon. And remember, all these are the professionals. Okay, the professionals of operating system. There is no concept of privacy here. Okay, so while choosing the operating system, make sure that you choose the operating system which fall under the category of free tier. free tier, because in free tier eligibility we have some of the operating system which is free of cost. Okay, so right now let's start with Ubuntu. Okay, I'll start with Ubuntu. I don't want to take the latest version, that is 20.04 LTS. So I'll take this version called Ubuntu Server 18.04. Okay, so generally I prefer this operating system. Okay, to deploy any machine learning the projects. So I'll let me choose this one 64-bit. Okay, and beauty of this one is, let us imagine that your machine is 32-bit local machine, and you want to deploy 64-bit machine, okay, in the data center. It is possible. Okay, so there will be no relation between the 32-bit the hardware as well as the 64-bit your operating system. Everything is going to deploy in your data centers. So here also there are a lot of configuration. CPU 1 GB, memory 1 GB. So this fall under the category of free tier. So which fall under the category of free tier, then that only you select it. Okay, select during the training purposes. Suppose let us say you are going to execute some high-end projects. Let's say TensorFlow, Keras, okay, K-Train, or you take object detection using YOLO, okay, or GAN system. In that cases, okay, when you have a huge amount of data and you require a huge amount of processing speed, in that case you can make use of the rest of the configuration. Here, as far as this system is concerned, it is offering around 194, I guess. Hold on a second, I'll show you that. I think it is, you can see here. Hold on. Yeah, 128 RAM. Okay, 128 GB RAM, 1952. Okay, the memory it is offering. This is one of the highest configured machine which is offered by Amazon Web Services. But make sure that select the operating system with respect to your project requirements. Okay, so since for the demonstration purpose, what I will do, I'll try to choose this one, free tier architecture T2 micro. Okay, select that one, configure and instance. Click on configure and instance. So here you will be hover over to the next level. Okay, so number of instances, how many number of instances you want. That means how many operating system you want to deploy. So right now I'll have only one. There is no limitation here. You can deploy how many systems you want. You can deploy even 100 systems also at a time. Okay, this VPC, virtual private network, keep default only. Don't do any customization or modification here. Okay, so since I have only one VPC which is given by the Amazon Web Services, so I'm going to use the same VPC. In later sessions, I'll try to show you, okay, how to design the VPC, virtual private network, for the project or the company. Subnet mask. Okay, so these are the sub networks inside this VPC. So as far as subnet masks are concerned, there are 3 sub networks inside this VPC. So I'll keep as default here. So I'm not going to modify anything here. Rest of the things right now you just keep as it is. Okay, don't do any kind of a modification here. Later on, the moment when you are confident, okay, so moment you know very well how to deploy the machine, later on you can keep on modifying all this the rest of the services for EC2 engines. Next, add storage. Click on add storage. So by default, it offers us 8 GB. Okay. If you want to have more, there is no limitation. You can have terabyte, 1 TB, 2 TB, even you can have petabyte of data also. Okay, the space also. But default minimum it should be 8. If you are using 5 GB, so that means the Amazon Web Services will not allow you to deploy the machine. Okay, it should be minimum of 8 GB. Okay, you can have tags also in projects. What happen? So the entire projects will be divided in different parts. So one team will be working in one part, another team will be working in one other part. Suppose if you are sharing this machine, so you can share the machine with by naming them. Okay, so let's say I'm going to have the name as name. Okay, let us imagine that this is group Amazon AWS training I'll have. So what I will do, so suppose sub teams are working, so what I will do, I'll give the tag name to them. Okay, AWS. Now what happens, whatever they are deploying in the machine, okay, whatever they are working, everything will be deployed in the central location called AWS the training. That is the usage of the tag names. I prefer to use the tags when it comes to when you are working in a distributed team, or the entire team is divided in the group, so at that time it is better to use the tags also. Regarding about the security, okay, so this is the only way to have the security system is in AWS. So it try to create its own security systems. Okay, so or else you can create your own group security groups here, and you can use the same security groups in the project. Next is regarding about the access. Suppose if I want to access this machine from anywhere, anytime from the world. Okay, so I can have SSH here since it is an Ubuntu. So in Ubuntu, generally what we do, we try to have the SSH, and this is the protocol, and protocol TCP, transfer control protocol. I'm using 22 port number custom. So here what I will do, suppose if I want to access from anywhere, I'll try to use anywhere. Suppose if you want to have your own IP address, you can have your own IP address also. Okay, so I'll use anywhere. That means I'm giving the access for the public. So to access this system from anywhere from the world, you can have other rules also. Let's say I want to have HTTP. I can have HTTP. Suppose through the browser I want to access this machine, I can use it. So right now let us say I'll go with the public all traffic. So I'm going to use all the traffic, all the protocols to access this machine from anywhere. But in the companies, make sure that okay, don't repeat the same practice. If the data is you should keep the data confidential. Okay, so better to use my IP option here. Next is okay, you hit on review and launch. Review and launch. Next, launch it. So while launching, here there is no concept of username and password. They use some different techniques, okay, to access the machine. Okay, what is that action? Access, that is the Keypair. Okay, so you will be having certain the file called ppk. Okay, that you have to share that file, then only you will be able to access the machine. So here what I will do, I'll try to create one new the Keypair. Let's say create new Keypair. So I'm going to create a new Keypair. Let's try to give the name for this Keypair, AWS batch, not batch, group 1. Okay, group 1. Fine, download the Keypair. Download the Keypair. This will take, hold on. It got downloaded, but it got downloaded in the form of Pim File. Okay, the privacy encryption technique which is used by the Amazon web services. Okay, next is what I will do, I'll try to launch this instance. To launch instance, it approximately take around 1 minute to launch the instance. Okay, so view and launch. So that means it is going to upload all the files which are required to access the machine. Okay, till then what I will do, I cannot access the machine here, okay, using the Pim file. So what I need to do, I have to convert this one into ppk file. Okay, so let me go to that exact folder where my the Pim file is located. Hold on. Okay, so this is my Pim file. Just let me copy this Pim file. Let me cut and try to place somewhere info in my folder. Hold on, participants. So technical session, I'll have technical session here. Okay, group 1. Let us have group 2. Sorry, group 1. I'll have group 1 here. Group 1. This is going to be the Keypair. Okay, the password for your group. Understood? So here pasted. I have pasted here. Hold on. Yeah, it got pasted now. Now it is in the Pim file. So now we need to convert this one in terms of the ppk file. Okay, so to convert this one in terms of ppk file, we need one more software here. Okay, so we need software called Putty. Okay, just go to browser, type this Putty, putty.org. Okay, enter it, and it's an open source software. Okay, so download this one. Click here. Okay, participants, allow any doubt? Hello, participants, any doubt? Hello? 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 83, 85 participants are there. One response, please. Yes. So here, okay. Here, okay, go to putty.org. It's an open source software. Download this. Okay, click here and download. Okay, so after the download, let me show you. Here, what you need to do is you have to download two softwares. One is called 62-bit 64-bit alternative binary file for SSH. Okay, so this one, can you see this? Hello, hello. No, not that
Yes,
one.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, not that one. Hold on. Putty 64. Can you see this? Putty.zip. Okay, archive for all the above. This one, 64-bit. This software you have to download. Okay, so in the same way, next is PuttyGen. PuttyGen, where is PuttyGen? PuttyGen. PuttyGen. Next is source code download for Windows ERM. Uh, 62, 64-bit. Okay, so next is, this is one for RSA encryption. Yeah, here it is. Can you see this? Just print in your brain. Okay, this option you have to select for RSA and DSA key generation. 64-bit PuttyGen. This is one software and this is the another software, Putty zip. Click this one. Okay, directly like how we are installing our application program, in the same way it will be installed. Already in my system it is already installed. Okay, so I don't want to install again here. Just to keep this one in mind. Let me share this one in group. There it is. Okay. It's not 370, 750 hours, it's 760 hours per month, free of cost. Okay, so hope you are clear with this. So after the successful installation of your Putty, the software, next go here. Okay, just type PuttyGen first. We need PuttyGen software. Okay, PuttyGen software, you can check here PuttyGen. Okay, select this PuttyGen. First, we need to convert our Pim file to PPK file. Okay, it's kind of an RSA technique. Generally, we use to convert our the private key, public key to private key. Understood? So generally, when you are downloading your Pim file, it will be in the public file. So we need to convert it into private file. Okay, so to convert into private file, click on load. Click on load. Next is, let me hover over towards desktop, technical session, group one. Next is, so in the first time, the moment first time you will not get that option. Select the all files. Select this one. Okay, AWS, which is nothing but my Pim file. Open it. Next is, okay, you click on save private key. Okay, so click on save private key. Don't click on save public key. Click on save private key. Yes. Next is give the name for your PPK file. You can see a .ppk file. Okay, AWS group 1. I'll try to have grp1 group 1. Save it. Okay, save it. Now it got saved. Let me check now whether that file is available or not. To check that, can you see this one? This is the folder where my file is located. So I'm going to use this key for the entire session for group 1. Okay, can you see this? This is my PPK file. Okay, which is in the color. Okay, the computer icon button is there now. This is my key to access my AWS, the server now. Okay, so next is, let me check whether my server is ready, up and running or not. Can you see this dashboard, participants? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a look on this. Now it is installing. This is my AWS training. Is nothing but the key here. I mean the tag here. So when I can use this one? Okay, the status should be changed here. Let me refresh this. It is running now. Running in the sense it is deploying all the files which are required for my machine. Okay, hold on. Okay, can you check? Okay, so if it is green color with the 2x2 check passed, okay, so that means your system is ready now. Clear? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
system is ready now. Now that means I can use this server for my deployment of the project. Okay, so next is what I have to do is just select this, click on this. The moment when you click this, you will get, okay, the IP addresses of this server. Okay, one second. Okay, so you'll get the IP address of the server. Have a look on this. This is my public IP address. Suppose if I want to access from outside of the, say, the cloud. Okay, so I can access this one using this public IP address, which is, okay, which is nothing but this 15.206.157.32. This is my private public address. So that means whatever the files which are there inside, the my Amazon Web Service Ubuntu servers that can be accessed through this IPv4. Okay, so first, how to access this? To access this one, okay, we need to share this IP address, okay, through that Putty software. But before that one, okay, so there are other options also. One by one, we are going to discuss about this one. Suppose let us say I want to access my machine through browser, so we can have this link. Using through this link, I can have it. Subnet ID, okay, one by one we'll discuss in the coming sessions. Okay, so what I will do right now, there are many other options also: security, networking, storage, etc. Okay, next is public. Just copy this public IP address. I have copied this one. Now go to open that Putty software, PUTTY. Okay, PUTTY, Putty software. This time I'm not using PuttyGen, I'm using Putty. Okay, so you will be taken, however, the pop-up, the software will get open. So here just paste that IP address, host name, IP address, paste that one. Port number should be 22 because SSH access we can access through 22 port. Okay, next is I want, now we have to share the file here. Okay, so that is the PPK file. To share the file, click on SSH. Under SSH, there is an option called auth. Okay, click on auth, go to browser. Okay, under browser, see, have a look on this. Go to the exact location where your PPK file exists. So this is my PPK file. Open it, select and open, share that file, open it. Click on open. Can you see this? Hello, hello,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
hello. Have a look on this.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so that means now I am accessing my server. Okay, don't get confused. This server is in which location? Which location? Can someone tell me whether I'm accessing this server from local system, or whether I'm processing this one from local system or remote system? Hello, you guys. Hello. Please be reflexive participants.
Local
Participants.
system.
Look, I'm accessing this one from local system,
Rem-
but I'm processing, yeah, but I'm accessing from local system, but I'm processing all the data from where? In remote system. That is the Mumbai data centers. Okay, you feel like, okay, you are processing here. It's not like that. We are processing there, we are accessing from here. Now we need to configure this. To configure, what generally we need to do is, okay, so since it is an Ubuntu system, so type Ubuntu. Okay, if it is Linux, type Linux. Okay, if it is SUSE Linux, you type SUSE Linux. Okay, so next is enter it. So it started authenticating. That means now see, I'm able to access my computer now. Have a look on this. I have shared my public address. Okay, public IP address. Now this is my private IP address. Have a look on this. Let me try to share this one. Have a look. Okay, so this is my private public address. That is nothing but 172.31.46.211. Understood? Hope you are clear with this. Any doubt here, participants? Hello? Hello? Participants? Hello? Any doubt, participants?
No.
Any doubt? Huh? Okay, shall we proceed then? Okay, I'll proceed then. I'll consider
Okay.
that you are, all of you are clear with this. If not, miss, refer my YouTube channel. You can practice from there. Okay, so more lot of projects I have executed and I have made available. Okay, in my YouTube channel, you can refer. You can execute your final year projects also from there. Okay. Next is, let's try to access this. How to use this the machine,
Yes, sir.
since okay, since C is only 17% of the memory I have used, space I have used here. Okay, so nearly 7 GB is remaining here. Understood? I need to access that one. Okay, first to access that, what you have to do, first let me try to update this machine. To update the machine, so run sudo apt and -get update. Okay, so some you should be familiar with some Linux commands, basic commands. If you are not familiar, don't worry, I'll teach you all those commands. You can write down, better you write down the simple commands. Okay, the moment when you start practicing, let's say 2 times, 3 times, you will get familiar with all those commands. Now my system got updated. Okay, so the complete, all the packages which are required, they got updated. Let me clear this first. Okay, so let me clear. Next, let me try to upgrade this apt app get upgrade hyphen upgrade. Okay, upgrade. Let me upgrade this. Command line T. 1 second. Upgrade, no? Upgrade. Upgrade. Okay. Enter it. Now I started upgrading. Okay, so hit on yes. So to upgrade, same command sudo apt get upgrade. Hold on. Let's take little time. This processing is there, no? It is happening in the data center. And it is not using even your internet. Okay, local internet, all the internet is taken care by the Amazon Web Service data center. Hold on, 57%, 88%. So it's upgrading all the packages of my server now. %70 over, still 30 more. This will take little time. Around it's having around 100 MB, I guess. Almost done. 5% is remaining. So you can check here. 95% total the upgradation. You can see the status at 98, 99% over. Yeah. Now it's started installing all the packages. Hold on. Any doubt, participants? Hello. Hold on. Yeah, it's even by default it gives us the database also. Yeah, Python is already installed. You can see here Python is already installed. That means the latest version of Python is 3.6 here. Okay, in the same way you can see other packages, application programs. Okay, I'll show you one by one. So graphics is also available. Okay, the graphic card is also available here. Library Python, almost all the libraries they have installed, I guess. Okay, then can you see this one? Hello. Have a look on this.
Yes,
That
sir.
means my upgradation of machine is over. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir,
now
yes,
next
sir.
is what I will do. Let's try to have some. I'll try to deploy one machine. Yeah, I'll try to deploy one machine learning program, machine learning project. Okay, so to predict the prices of the flight. Okay, but to do that one, I need a server, a lightweight server. I'll use Flask. Okay, so Flask. Next, I'm going to deploy the complete project using the Python programming language. It is already we have designed that project, but I'll show you in coming session how to design from start to finish. But I just want to teach you how to deploy the the projects, machine learning projects using Amazon Web Services. So to do that one, first we need to check whether my the Python is installed or not. So to check whether my Python is installed or not, just to hit on write Python, okay, hyphen version, version. So not that one, Python, write Python V. Let me check with V. No, Python, capital letter V. No, Python 3, all right, or is Python 3. Yes, can you see this? Hello. Just hit on Python 3. Yeah, Python 3.
Sir.
That means it is the latest version. 3.6.9 version Python is already installed here. Okay, so this even you can write Python program directly here. Suppose if you want to come out of this, okay, just to hit on Control C. Okay, Control. If you want to come out, hit on here. Yeah, Control D. Okay, hit on Control D, you will come out of the Python interpreter. Okay, so right now I'm in the root server now, root location. Let's try to install the Flask now. Okay, which is a lightweight server. Generally, we use this server for the testing of the machine learning projects. You can use other servers also, like you have WGSI server is there. Generally, we use that one for in the production level. Okay, so to install, first we need to install the pip3. Okay, so pip3 is required. To install pip3, again you write sudo apt get install python 3 hyphen pip. Okay, python 3 hyphen pip. So that means it will install the complete the pip. Okay, so pip, the library which are required to install all the libraries, okay, of Python programming language. 53%, 56%. Next is 75%. It's too fast. Okay, so fast because all the processing is taking place in the data center. Okay. So AMD 64 I can see here. Python 3, all the packages it is installing now. Yeah. Processing triggers. Next G++ is also available. Okay, even we can run C programs also. Hold on. Yes, it got successfully. It is installed now. Let me clear this. Now it's time to install our Flask server. To install Flask server, just run the command like pip3. Pip3 install. Okay, Flask of F should be capital letter. FLASK, Flask server. Enter it. Okay, so all the libraries, see how fast it has downloaded and it has installed. Okay, so my Flask machine is ready now, server is ready now. Suppose if I want to check whether my Flask is installed or not, so what I can do is just go to your the main console of your AWS. Let me minimize this. I'll go to the main console here where it is. Yeah, this is my console now. Hope you can see the console now. Okay, where my the server is up and running now. AWS trading. This is my server. So if I want to check whether my Flask server is installed or not, just click now this one, this link. Suppose if I want to access from the web browser, okay, so we need to use this link. Okay, click here, copy this, go to browser. Okay, paste it over here. Paste it. Wait, not this one. Hold on. Not this one. Not this. Again, same. You use IP address. Sorry for that. Use IP address. Public public IP address. Copy this public IP address. Next, go to browser and hit on. Okay, just paste it. Paste the IP address. Okay, so that means it is not showing that to use 5,000 now. 5,000. Let me check here. Yes, hold on. 5,000 is also not working here. First, we need to run this. Okay, already just now I have installed now. So first we need to run this. To run this, we need a file. Okay, to run this, we need a file. Then only we can access that the Flask machine. Okay, to run that one. Next, what I have to do is just have a look on this. Is there any files here, participants? Have a look. Now my Flask server is installed now. I have installed now. So just let us try to have. Is there any files in the system? To check the files in the system, generally we use ls command. Okay, so have a look on this. Is there any files here, participants? Hello.
No, sir.
Yeah, there are no files here.
No,
Okay,
sir.
we have installed all the applications now. There are no files, project file. We need to upload all the project files here. Okay, so to upload the project file, generally in Windows, generally what we do, we try to use one more the software called WinSCP. Okay, let me minimize this. You can see here. Can you see this WinSCP? Hello. Have a look on this. Okay, so generally we use WinSCP application software. Let me show you. Suppose if you are using Windows, better you use WinSCP as software. Okay, for Windows. So WinSCP. So this is the, just to click on this. Click on this one. So this is the icon. Understood. From this side you can install WinSCP software. Go to downloads. Under downloads you will be having. So this is the software. Just directly. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, just download this one, which is of 10 MB. Understood. And after the successful installation of this WinSCP, you will get this type of the icon. Okay, can you see this? This type of icon. Click on this WinSCP icon. WinSCP icon. Okay, so here you can see here, this is my local machine. Okay, so this is my local machine and this is my remote machine. One side, left side is the local machine and this is the right side of the the remote machine. Now I have to connect my local machine with my remote machine. Okay, to connect my remote local machine with the remote machine, generally we use WinSCP. Let me delete this one first. Okay, so this is the previous one, this previous machine. So you will get this kind of a dashboard. So here, hit on new site. So you will get this option: host name, 22 port number, username, password. Okay, so you need to share this. Okay, so to share this, what I will do again, I'll go to my console. Here, I'll try to copy this here. Yes, host name. It is asking host name. Now it is not asking for the IP address. Okay, so go to this console where your machine is up and running. Copy this. Okay, DNS name, domain name servers. Copy this one. Next, go to your WinSCP. Okay, paste here host name. So your port number, always remember, port number should be 22. Okay, 22 generally we use because it is an Ubuntu server. Okay, and we have used 22 port number there. Username, okay, give Ubuntu here. Username always it should be Ubuntu. If you are using Ubuntu, Ubuntu you use. Password, since we don't have a password, instead of password, what we have? Participants. Hello. Instead of password, what we have? What we are using?
Pim file.
Pim file. Yeah, we are using Pim file. So share the Pim file. To share the Pim file, just hit on advanced. Hit on advanced. This may take little time. SSH, under SSH, have a look on this. Under SSH, since we are using SSH protocol, under SSH there is an option called authentication. Authentication. This next, click on private key file. So you need to share this private key file. Private key file. It is here. Private key file. Go to desktop. Go to desktop. Next, under desktop technical session, I have. Under technical session, I have this one. Okay, so this is my Pim file. Open it. Okay, so already I have shared that Pim file. Next, hit on OK. Okay, before running this one, make sure that you save this one. Okay, so save this. Okay, now this is the link. Okay, so next, hit on login. Hit on login. Yes. Okay, it is authenticating. Now, can you see this? Hello. Hello. Hello, participants. You are there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, have a look on this.
Yes, sir.
See. Now my machine, local machine, is connected with the remote machine. Okay, so this is the local machine area. This is the remote machine area. In remote machine, nothing is there. Okay, so I have not installed anything here, or I don't have any copies here. So next, what I will do, let me try to deploy my old project. I'll go to D, and no, not in D. I think it's in E. Not in. Hold on. Training projects. Yeah, here. Where it is, flight fair. Yeah, so this is the project. So now here, yeah, new folder, go to new folder. This is the complete, what I will do, this is the complete file, the project file here. Okay, so I'll show you, don't worry, I'll teach you that one, how to design this type of a project, machine learning projects. So this is the entire file where I have static file, template file. In static and this in template file, I have some HTML files. In static, I have some images. Okay, so this is the app file, which is the main important file of my machine learning project. This is the model, pickle model. Okay, so we are using pickle model if you want to process the data in a serialized way. Okay, so we need a pickle model. This is very important, requirement.txt, where all the packages, whatever the packages I have used in Python. Okay, so all those packages are required. Same packages with the same version you have to install even in the remote server. Then only you can execute this project, otherwise it is not possible. Okay, so what I will do, our agenda, today's agenda, just to demonstrate this. Okay, so I'll select all the complete file here. Next is just drag and drop here. Drag and drop, that means it means that I'm shifting. Okay, I'm copying the entire files of my entire machine learning project file from my local machine to the remote machine. Okay, so wait for some time. I think it is almost around 40 MB of data. Hold on. Have a look at it. That means now see, you can see here the entire my project file of machine learning project is shifted where? Participant, can someone tell me please where it is shifted?
Remote.
To remote machine. Okay, so now my files are in remote machine. Let's try to check, okay, whether these files are available on my remote machine or not. So to check this in my remote machine, what I will do, again I'll go to my server. Okay, so this is the server, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, this is my server. Let me again try to run ls command. Can you see this? Can you see this? Files are there or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all the files. Now I have shifted my local machine to remote machine. This is the remote machine now. First, to run this one, what you have to do is, okay, first you need to install all the packages what you have used in your project. To do that, okay, so first you need to install that one. To install this, I'll use pip3 install -r recursive -r, then call that file text.file requirements file. Okay, just to hit on tab requirements. Next, enter it. So now it started installing all the packages which are required to run this project. Okay. So hold on. These are some of the packages what I have used to run my machine learning product or the project. It's take little time, huh? Because I have used the algorithms. Yeah, it's done now. So let me clear this. Now it's time to run my file. The main file, as far as this project is concerned, this is the model. Okay, and this model gives me around 82%, I guess. Okay, the accuracy. Now rest of the files are located in the static and template. Most important file is the app.py file. So I need to run this app.py file. To run this app.py file, so what I can do is hit Python. Okay, app.py file. App.py file. Next, enter it. No, Python 3. It should be Python 3. Python 3 app.py file. Can you see this? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
have a look on this. My server is up. Yeah, my server is up and running now. If you are getting like this, that means my server is ready. Now I can deploy this. Okay, I have already deployed this. Understood. So let's see whether it is possible to access this project from your web browser. To access this project, what I can do is just hit on this. Okay, click this, copy this address, that is the IP address. Next, Next, go to web browser. Okay, type like this. Next is okay, comma 8080. 8080 is a port number here. 8080. Let me try to run this. It's not running because okay, the port number I need to modify the port number here. It should be 8080. All traffic I have given now. So we can do this one in our Python file. So let's go to Python file. Where it is, where it my access here. This is access. Let me come out of this. Control D. Yeah, Control C. Clear this. Now, if I want to open my app.py file, some modifications are required there. So if I want to modify that, sudo or else it is an optional. Sudo is an optional. Vi. Call the name of the file. App.py. Okay, app.py. So this is the file. Okay, don't worry. Don't. It's pretty simple file. Okay, don't worry. I'll show you. I'll teach you how to design this type of a file in coming sessions. Okay, so next is here. I have given all the options. Okay, for the flight price prediction, the project. Hold on. Here, yeah. This is the main. What I can say. The main command. Okay, to run any py file. Python file here debug by default I have given. So here it should be post equals to hyphen 0 dot, oh no, it should be 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0 IP address. That means I can access from anywhere. Okay, so next is I need one more port. Port is nothing but port from where we are going to access. It should be 8080. 8080. Okay, so by default we are using 8080. Next is escape, save this one, WQ, save and come out of that file. Next again you try to run this file. Okay, run this Python 3 app.py file. Let's try to run. Yeah, it's accessing now. You can see now. Okay, suddenly my the configuration is there, right? The IP address got changed here. So this is going to be by default now. The server is running. Let me try to check now. To access this, what I will do, again I'll try to copy the same IP address. Copy the same IP address. Go to browser here. Okay, paste it. Now here this time you have to give the port number, that is 8080. 8080. Enter it. You see this? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Have a look on this. That means my machine learning project is I have deployed my project. Okay, this is related to airlines. Okay, so that means in this case I'm going to predict the prices. Okay, so let's say Diwali is coming up, any festivals are coming up. I want to predict the prices of the different airlines, how much they are going to offer. Okay, so here departure date. Let's try to give some departure date here. Let's say November 2020 it's showing. I want to book a flight on 14th. Okay, book a flight on 14th. Let's say 14:48. This is a timings. Okay, arrival date. Let's say arrival date is 14. Let's say 8/2. Okay. Next, in the same way, source. I want to travel from Delhi, and my destination is, let's say, Delhi. This is some major corrections are required. I cannot have source to source, Delhi to Delhi. Okay, Kolkata, let's have Kolkata. Okay, number of stops, let's say non-stop. Non-stop is there, one stop, let's have. Airlines, Jet Airways is there. Next, these are some of the airlines what I was working. Sorry, I have predicted the prices. Let's say Indigo. Let's have Air India. Indigo, let's have. Jet Airways gone now. I think I heard like that Jet Airways is coming back. I don't know. I heard like that. Now let's try to submit this. Okay, so the moment when I submit, have a look on this. It's showing the price how much? Hello? Hello? Have a look.
Around 8,000.
Okay, around 8,000 it has predicted. My price will be around 8,000 it has predicted. We'll discuss that one in coming sessions, how I have designed the model, okay, of machine learning. This is how we can use our servers. Okay, so you can deploy this one in bulk, the real-time projects also. You just give this link to the web developer. Okay, so wherever he wants, you can paste this link, and the people can start predicting the prices of the flight prices. Those who are looking their career in airlines, IT sector. When it comes to IT sector, remember there is no area where we can implement IT sectors. AI has taken over almost all the areas, even medical sector also. Okay, so those who are planning their career in traveling agencies, so you can practice this type of a projects, and you can mention in your the resume. Okay, I have executed this type of a project. Okay, it's kind of a way the weightage in your resume. Okay, so next is, this is how my main today's agenda is to show you how to use the Ubuntu servers for machine learning projects. Okay, hope you are clear with this. Any doubt here, participants? Hello, any doubt, participants? Hello, no doubt. Is this boring? Hello, hello,
Yes, sir.
it's boring. Yeah,
Kind of.
if it is boring, I'll wind up the session. I have next session for MTech students. Hello,
Yes.
shall we wind up, or you want me to continue?
Yes, sir. Wind up.
We'll wind up, huh? Don't worry. Okay, so in
Wind up,
resumes,
sir.
we'll wind up. Okay, fine, no
Yes,
problem.
Yes, sir.
In 10 seconds, yeah. Let's have one
Thank
more session. We'll have one more. Then I'll try to wind up. Fine. I don't have any problem.
All are
Trust
in
me,
sleeping
because I
mode,
have
sir.
Yes.
all are in sleep mode. No problem. Okay. Let me try to finish today's target. Then I'll wind up. Within
Okay,
10
sir.
minutes, I'll try.
you.
Within 10 minutes, I'll try to wind up. Tomorrow, you should
Yeah.
not blame the college. Remember, so they have not thought all these things.
Okay, sir.
The things,
Okay, sir.
I'm recording the sessions. Okay, so I have the evidences. Okay. Anyways, next is next. Let's try to have the next operating system. That is Windows. Let's try to have the Windows now. To have Windows, yeah, go to launch. Go to launch.
You.
Okay, so next is here. Yeah, what happened? Yes, who is that guy? Saifuddin sir, can you remove him? Just find out, sir. I'll check later. Fine. See, if you are not interested, you can go out. Okay, so trust me, I don't have time to waste. If you're not interested, you can go out. Fine. I'll find out who is that person. I'll try to report you on the placement as well as the principal also. Okay, so next is let's try to have Windows now. So as far as Windows is concerned, I'm going to have this 2019 base servers. Okay, we have other servers also. Windows Server 2016. Let's have the lower version of Windows 1000 Server 2016. Free tier eligibility. Okay, so select this free tier eligibility. Okay, so next is T2 Micro. In T2 Micro, we have just select T2 Micro. Next, configure the instances. Okay, so next is keep this as it is. Okay, VPC, everything you keep as it is. I don't want to repeat this, the same thing. Same here also we follow. Add storage. 30 GB. Have a difference here. For Ubuntu, we had 8 GB. For Windows, we need 30 GB. That is for the graphical user interface. Okay, so next, add tags. Add tag. Let's have the name be Windows. Okay, Windows. Next is set the group settings. Have the group settings be say it is going to create the new group settings here. RDP I'll use. Remote desktop, the export to access remote desktop into Windows, we use RDP protocol. This is the port range 3389. Next is launch it. Next is again launch this. Keypair. So I'll try to keep the same Keypair here. Okay, I don't want to create new one. Suppose if you are using the same Keypair, is the same keeper, acknowledge, launch the instance. Okay, so next is launch it. Next is launch it. Okay, so here you can see the next another server of Windows. So this take little time, around 1 or 2 minutes it takes to deploy. So let this get deployed, then I'll try to access this Windows server. Hold on. It's take time, around 1 or 2 minutes it takes. Then I can access this Windows server.
Sir, your YouTube channel name, what is it?
Link is already given, right? I've given the link, you can check in chat box.
I joined late, sir.
Repeat that. Hold on. Yeah, this is the copy the link. Extract. Not this one. Cancel. Try this. Not this one, I guess. This is the link. 1 second. 1 second, participants. Yep. Try this. Okay. Next is let me check whether this is available or not. Still it is working. So hold on. Still it is uploading the machine. Why we have chosen AWS? This is number one cloud platform in the entire world. If 43% of the business is with Amazon Web Services. Okay, if there are 100 vacancies, out of 100 vacancies, 43 is only from the Amazon Web Services. The demand for the people who work in Amazon Web Services, okay, this platform are more. Okay, so that's the reason we have chosen this platform. Next is see here. You can see here it is up and running now. Okay, so next is what we know you need to do is just select this Windows now. Now I'm going to open my Windows operating system. Select this. Next, there is an option here called connect. Okay, hit on connect. Okay, so here there are two options to connect with the Windows server. So first is RDP client. Next is we have the session manager. Okay, so we need one more software called Remote Desktop Process. So that will be offered by the Amazon Web Services itself. Just download this Remote Desktop file. Okay, so download this, run this one. Hold on. So run this one. Run this one. Okay, so connect. Hold on. Okay, so it is asking now. You can see here. Okay, so this is the console, I will say. Okay, the window where we need to share the password of our Windows operating system. To share the password, we need the password, no? So to get the password, click on this, okay, password option, get password. Click on get password. Okay, here we need to share our PIM file. This time we need to share the PIM file, not the PPK file. Just hit on browse, click on browse. Next is share the PIM file. Okay, share the PIM file. I think the PIM file is, yeah, technical session, group 1. So this is my PIM file, just now what we have generated. Share this one. So this is the the password of the computer, okay, which is in the key now, key mode. Next is decrypt this password. Decrypt the password. Next, can you see this? Hello, hello, hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the
Sir.
password now. Just copy this password. Okay, after copying the password, go to your main console here. This one, this console window. Share this password. Okay, share the password. Next, hit on OK. So now you are connecting with the Windows server. Okay, the Windows server which is in the remote machine. Which is in the remote machine. Hold on. Can you see this? Hello. Can you differentiate whether it is a virtual machine or the uh, local machine? Can someone tell me, please? Hello. Can you differentiate whether it is a virtual machine or the local machine?
Virtual.
It's virtual machine. Okay. So the complete system. Okay. It is in the Mumbai data center. Understood? And I'm accessing from here. Okay. Still it is configuring. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. And it's not a pirated one. Okay, so the complete professional, the Windows server machine. Okay, so next is, suppose if I want to installation will remain same, but there are certain security issues. Okay, so that you need to consider before installation of any application program here. Okay, go to Windows here. After, yeah, from here go to Task Manager. Okay. Task Manager. Not Task Manager. One second. Here, uh, administration, control panel, event viewer, server manager. Go to server manager. Go to server manager. So here there is an option called local server. Can you see this local server? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is an option called local server here. Coordinate use, yeah, this one, internet security is there, right? Have a look on this internet security configuration. This will not allow you to the install application programs. Okay, because it is highly secured system. 99.99 I said, no. Okay, so it will not allow. First we need to, okay, off the security configuration. So off this one also. Okay, deactivate. Next, okay button. Fine. So after that, close this one. So after closing, just go to Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer. Here also, it will not allow us to install any of the software here. Okay. So next, go to options. here compatible internet option. Go to internet options. Next here privacy security. Sorry. Okay. Go to security. Enable this. Okay. Low version security I want. Next. Okay and apply. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Internet options. Security. Yeah. Okay. Apply. Okay. Next is close this one. Yeah. Now again, if now I can install any of the application programs using this Windows server. I'll show this message again. Here what I will do, just I'll try to deploy, okay, the Windows any application program. To deploy this, go to website called ninth.com. Okay, ninth.com. So this is the website. Remember, right now I'm in the remote machine. Okay, right now I'm not in the local machine now. So these are the application programs what you can deploy. Okay, right now let me try to deploy this Chrome. Next, let's say I want Python. You can choose any other application programs here. We have Windows Studio, Eclipse we have, okay, which are used to run the program. Java is also is there, Dropbox is there. Many okay application programs are there. Just select as per your requirement. Right now I want Chrome. Let me try to demonstrate how to install the Chrome here. Now next get your ninth. Get your ninth. Next run. Okay, so now I'm deploying. Remember, I'm deploying this one in my the Windows server, okay, of remote machine. Hold on. Just take little time to the deployment. Okay, so now the deployment is finished. Let me close this browser. Can you see this? Hello? Hello? You're there? Or sleeping?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You're sleeping?
No.
No, sir. We can see.
Okay, okay. Okay, if you're sleeping now, okay, take this. Maybe, yeah, it's kind of boring in the sense, I think in your mind, you feel like it's an extra session, extra burden. But trust me, this is going to help you, okay, in final year, in corporate sectors. Okay, it is going to help you. Okay. Hope you are clear with this. You can practice these things. The link what I have given, YouTube link. Okay, the complete demos I have demonstrated with the sharing of the file in the network NFS. Okay, network file sharing systems. Those things we require. Okay, to execute any projects related to IT in IT sectors. Okay. And other branch student, END you take, EC you take. Okay, for you also, this is going to be a compulsory. Okay, maybe in EC you have drones. You can manufacture drones. Drones is the future. Okay, and drones should be very smart. Recognition. Okay, recognition of the drones. I mean, the objects. All those things we require. Let's say autonomous cars. Okay,